Alright, so this video is going to show you how to create your winter landscape using marker. You could also use a black crayon during this lesson and a Sharpie if you have it. The previous video will show you how to use watercolor when finishing this lesson. I'm going to begin by drawing some overlapping hills. And these are going to be snowy hills, so they'll stay white. And then I'm going to make two vertical lines that are parallel or that run side by side. And I'm going to do the same thing on the back hill, but these are going to be smaller because things that are far away are smaller. And you get to decide what your background's going to look like. I'm going to make a moon. You could make a crescent moon, a sun, you could have a few clouds, you could have some snowflakes. That is up to you. The more details you add, the more challenging the marker technique will be, but you are the artist. And then I'm going to add the branches of my tree. Now, these are going to be kind of stylized or artistic looking trees, but there are lots of ways to draw evergreen or wintergreen trees, so you choose how you want your trees to look. And you most certainly can use the same style that I'm using if you'd like. You can also add more trees to yours, so you could have a winter forest if you prefer. So I'm going to go ahead and use a Sharpie and start tracing over my pencil. You could use a black crayon or a black colored pencil. You could also just leave it pencil. Do not use a black Crayola marker because they are not waterproof. They will smear everywhere. So if you don't have a crayon or colored pencil or Sharpie, just leave it in pencil. That is okay. If you've ever had Miss Beatty before, you know I have a rule, which is trace it or erase it. So I had some lines that weren't very neatly traced, and so I'm going to go through and erase those before I begin with my marker. I picked 3 colors to use, and I'm going to start by making some very thick lines with my marker. So the way we do that is you turn your marker kind of on the side to get a nice thick line. It's putting a lot of ink down onto your paper. Skinny, thin lines do not work for this technique. They need to be nice and thick. Also notice that I'm only using horizontal lines, so side to side. I'm not making shapes, I'm not going up and down. I'm going with the horizon. So now I'm going to go ahead and use my water cup. It's just water, it's only water, and my paintbrush. And I'm going to paint in the same direction of the lines I made with marker. So that's a horizontal line, it's back and forth. I'm not going up and down, I'm not going in circles, just back and forth. And the water is going to activate the marker and the ink kind of turns into paint. So be careful for your moon, and also be careful about your snowy hills that we want to keep white. lastly, I'm going to make some little footprints in the snow. And as they get farther away from us, they're going to get smaller and closer together. And there you have it, a winter wonderland landscape.